Hi guys, so this is my analysis on DXY guys. What am I expecting on DXY? So I'll be doing a quick recap on DXY guys based on how the price action we did on DXY previously. So I think when I analyzed the XY was currently around this area right here. So I said there is a possibility for DXY to push to the upside, right? Because we had this impulse, right? We had this impulse here, some sort of a correction. So I was predicting the XY might start rejecting off of 68.6% fib level right there. So I said there's a possibility we might start rejecting around that area to push to the upside, right? And I said if we push to the upside, my first TP will be my negative 27% fib level, which is 104.561, sorry, and my second TP will be my negative 61.8% fib level, which is 104.5, sorry, .636. That was my second TP levels. And you can see that despite the fact that we hit our first target, TP1 and TP2 was it, right? We can see that we actually pushed down a little bit to my 110% level to actually react around that area. So we can see that was possibly a fake out. Right here was a fake out, because if I draw a zone right here, we can see that we had multiple rejections around that area. So I really think this was a fake out to take out stop loss, fake out to fake people out of stop loss. That was what I think this candlestick was before we started pushing to the upside. And we can see that we had some consolidation, and we just continue to tank to the down upside, right, based on this level right here. And you see, like I also said, I know this was news, this was definitely news that made it this volatile, but news will always go to your direction. It just makes it faster to your direction most of the time, right? So as you can see, and I also said that if you're pushing to the downside, certainly 103.774 was my next target for the down move. So now we can see that the XY played really well. So I'm just going to delete my analysis on the XY and we analyze the XY based on the current price market. Let me delete this one right here. Let's see. So I like to do top down analysis. So now I'm going to go to my bigger time frame just to look at the overall market on the XY guys. So right now, if you've been watching my previous analysis on the XY guys, you should know that I'm predicting more of a my overall is a sell. We have this impulse, a correction. I'm predicting some sort of a continuation to at least my negative 27% fib level, which is 95.550 right here. And we can see that that will also be a touch of a trend line as well, but we can see this is the monthly time frame, right? So now I'm going to go to my weekly time frame and see, because I was predicting that level right there, right? We can see that we are currently around my trend line as well as the retest of a break of structure. So we have the retest of a break of structure right there. So as you can see, because if you've been watching my analysis when I'm doing my top down analysis, I was predicting to at least get to this zone right here, because the zone, we can see this candlestick broke out of this zone right here and it hasn't properly retested the zone. So now I think we're going to retest the zone trend line touch as well before probably possible tanking to the downside. But we know we don't predict the market, so I react to the market. Anything can still happen, but based on the price action as of this moment, I'm predicting more of a sell rather than a buy. So now let me go to my daily time frame and see. We can see that if you watched my analysis, right, you can see that we are currently touching my 61.8% fib level. So this is my daily time frame. We are currently touching my negative 61.8% fib level, a touch of trend line as well. And you know that majority of the time, like I used to say, my negative 27% fib level and 61.8% fib level are mostly reversal zone. Mostly reversal zone levels, right? So I'm predicting some sort of like a reversal move around that area right there. So that is what I'm still predicting, but you can see that the candlestick hasn't closed yet. So let's see how the candlestick closes, because it's a little bit tricky right now. If the candlestick closes bullish above this zone, then there's a possibility that the buys are in the market and it might just continue to push to the upside. But like I said, I have a little bit more of like it's pushing to the downside just because we're at a reversal zone and a touch of trend line as well. But like I said, let's be patient to see if the candlestick, how the candlestick closes, for us to know our next move on a bigger time frame. So now this is my 4 hour time frame, so I'm predicting some sort of like a push to the downside, to be honest, right? We can see that we have this break of structure right here. I'm gonna do a line right here. That was this break of structure right here. So if we're ever going to at least retest down to the downside, more momentum around that area, then certainly this will be a possible target for me, right? But like I said, this is the 4 hour time frame, and I'll be patient to see how this candlestick closes, right? Then that will determine our next move. But I'm more biased, certainly biased towards a sell, because of the prior explanation I made on the bigger time frame. So as you can see, that this is the smaller time frame, and I'm not really seeing anything much apart from the fact that at least, right, we are seeing it, we might see a push to the downside. So let me go to my bigger time frame and see. You can see at the bigger time frame is trusting the trend line, but the smaller time frame is not. Let me see if I can adjust anything. Let's go to daily time frame right here. Let's see if I can adjust right here. Yeah, I can adjust that. So let's see. So we might still continue to push up a little bit, to be honest. That's a possibility that we might continue to push to the upside. And if I zoom out a little bit as well, we can see that we broke structure right here. Let me expand it for us to see clearly. We can see that we broke structure right here as well, and we haven't go back to retest that area right there, and we are currently around that area. We can see around this area right here. So there's still possibility for us to actually tank up to that level to retest the zone. So that's a target for a buy, certainly. So I'm just going to move that a little bit right here, 387. Right there for us to see. So we might still push up a little bit before tanking to the downside, to be honest, because we can see in the smaller time frame right here we are not touching the trend line. So let's see my 45-minute time frame, this minute time frame. Let's see 15-minute time frame right there. So this is my 15-minute time frame currently. If you know that I'm an intraday trader, so I take my trade in a smaller time frame, like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 5 minutes, just depending on the price action I see. So let's zoom. Let me go to 1 hour time frame just to see. Okay. So like I said, the market can still just continue to zoom to the upside, and if we continue to zoom to the upside, certainly so right now what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to do a bit of a zone right here, right? Let's see, I'm going to do a bit of this zone right here. So if you're going to buy on continue to buy on the XY. Let's see a break of zone, give me a break of structure, come back to retest, and certainly my TP will be around this area right here. Let's see, let me go to my bigger time frame to look for an area I can get my TP from, a sensitive area I can get my TP from. Somewhere around here is good to get my, let's see, so that's a good area to get my TP from right now. Yeah, so that's a good area to get my TP from. So just like I explained earlier on, if I see a break of zone, right, if you see a break of zone right here, if I see something like this, okay, like this, retest, return, then certainly this will be my target, which is around this area right here. So I'm just going to draw, if you see break of structure, retest, then this will be our area right here. But if you see momentum of a sell, I want something like this, give us some sort of like a M pattern shape, then push to the downside, then this will be my target for the sell right here. Right here will be my target for the sell. Let's see, 37.7, change the color there. So that will be my target for, we can see that we broke out of this zone. We might come down here to retest, then either a possible push to the upside or retest and continue to push to the downside. But that will determine our next price action move. If we okay, that will determine our next price action move based on the current price market. So we're going to take it one step at a time. Let's see if we push to the upside. Let's change the color of this one. So if we push to the upside, this will be my TP1 here, my TP2 here, and I explained my TP2 that there was a retest of a trend line that still need to be expected, and we can see that, or we might just continue right here, give me some sort of like a chart pattern, right, which is like an M pattern really works. Then we can see something like that before coming to push to the downside. And if we continue to see momentum of a sell, then 104.437 will be my next target on DXY, guys. So I can draw a zone right here too. So guys, this is my quick thought on the XY, guys. Hope you guys find it helpful. If you do, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And I'll see you in my next analysis, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.